Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. I am in Florida, in Naples, Florida, doing comedy all week at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples. And we got a great show today. We have Hector Lombard on the show, Stephan Bonnar and Phil Baroni are calling it together, and Angela Magana. Yes, so it's going to be a good show. I want to thank our sponsor, Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. Their mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone, and they achieve this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. Blue Apron has established partnerships with over 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranches across the U.S. As a result, their seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. Their beef, chicken, and pork come from responsibly raised animals, and their produce is sourced from farms that practice regenerative farming. Because Blue Apron ships the exact same amount of each ingredient required for a recipe, they are reducing food waste. Look, people, cooking together they build strong family bonds when you do that. Research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. Those who spend a lot at restaurants or at high-end grocery chains can now spend under $10 per person for a delicious meal. Their upcoming meals are seared chicken and creamy pasta salad with summer squash and sweet peppers, creamy shrimp rolls with quick pickles and sweet potato wedges, fresh basil fettuccine pasta with sweet corn and cubanelli pepper, as well as chili butter steaks with Parmesan potatoes and spinach. I'm telling you, me and my girl, my wife, I gotta call her my wife now. Me and my wife, we have Blue Apron night, and I love cooking with her. It's so much fun. The food is delicious, and it's bonding. It's a bonding experience. I'm telling you, it's affordable. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. You can get variety. You can choose them from a variety of new recipes for each week. You can be flexible. Customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. It's easy. I'm telling you, I am no emerald. I am not a good chef. But when it comes to this stuff, I can cook, and I'm proud of myself. I am. It's guaranteed. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook, or they'll make it right. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/MMA roast. You will love how good it feels, tastes, and be able to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. Don't wait. It's blueapron.com/MMA roast. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Also, I want to thank American Icon Autographs. They have the best signed collectibles. You need something signed. You want to get a celebrity, a fighter, a WWE wrestler, an actor, a football player, baseball player, hockey player. These guys have it. American Icon Autographs. Check out their website, AIASE.com. They have the legends signing stuff. The legends. My friend Sean is a great person. He runs it. He's good people. So anyway, so I'm traveling. Yesterday I was traveling all day. I got stuck because it was such a pain in the butt because my flight, Chicago, had bad weather. I was going from LA to Chicago to Florida, and then the flight got grounded, so it's always fun when you wake up from a flight, you think you're in Chicago, they're like, hey, we're in Milwaukee, you can't leave the plane. Well, you can leave, but you know what, we might leave without you. So then I had like 6 hours to kill, but I watched the press conference. The press conference was awesome. The Mayweather-McGregor is so entertaining. He's funny. He's obviously winning the press conference, but you know what, when it's all said and done, people aren't going to say, well, he got knocked out in the first round, but he won the first 3 press conferences. It's all about the fight. But if I'm Mayweather, I'm happy because this guy is selling the fight. I mean, he's selling it like I've never seen anybody sell a fight before. And, McGregor is so confident. For a second, I almost believed he was going to win. I'm like, you know what? He is bigger. Mayweather does have a small head. But, look, De La Hoya couldn't beat him. Canelo couldn't beat him. Madonna couldn't beat him. Pacquiao couldn't beat him. Now we're saying the guy who just picked up boxing a couple years ago, who is now going to beat the best defensive boxer. I mean, that's crazy. It's insane. But he does have the confidence. He does have the size. And he does have the youth. But when it all said and done, I don't care how good. You're not beating Jordan Burroughs in wrestling because you're a decent MMA wrestler or a great MMA wrestler. You're not beating Jordan Burroughs. You're not beating him. It's not going to happen in wrestling. You're not beating Kyle Snyder. So there's that. I don't. But at the same time, you do like to. It is fun to watch. It's entertaining as hell, and it's nice seeing Mayweather look a little shook. And it's good. It's good for MMA because a lot of people are tuning into this. I mean, 35,000 people showed up to, or 30,000 they said in LA, and then another 15,000 in Canada, and then New York's tonight. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. It's good for the sport. But I can't see this. I don't know. I'm sorry, Brendan Schaub. I know you said that McGregor's going to win. I don't see it happening. I don't see in what universe there's a guy who's never had a pro or amateur boxing match beat the greatest defensive boxer of all time. When does that ever? How's that going to happen? But I'm rooting for him. I am rooting for him. I want him to win. Shit. Why wouldn't I want him to win? He's definitely a guy who, he sees it happening. He believes in himself. And look, 5 years ago, the guy was a plumber. And I'm sure if he told the other plumbers, hey, I'm going to be the UFC champion one day in 2 divisions and beat, Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier and Jose Aldo and Nate Diaz the second time, he would have got laughed out. The other plumbers, they'd be like, yeah, okay, dude, here's your plunger, get to work. And now look at him. So the guy is inspirational in that regard. I don't think he's going to win, but I am rooting for him. Anyway, let's get to the real fighters. So we got Hector Lombard, we got Baroni and Stephan Bonnar, we got Magana. It's going to be a great show. And thank you for listening to my show. By the way, next week I am in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, next Friday night, Tucson, Arizona. I'll tell you exactly where I'm going to be. And then I'm going to China. How fucking cool is that? And no, I'm not. I'm doing it. The show's in American. I'm not all of a sudden. I'm not going to pick up and start speaking Chinese. So anyway, before I get to the people that I'm going to talk to, and I'm excited because Hector's got a fight coming up. He'll tell you about it. He's fighting in December. But before that, I do want to say that I'm going to be in, where am I? I'm bringing it up right now. Tucson, Arizona, next Friday night at the Desert Diamond Casino. Then I'm going to China. And then in September, I'm in Linwood at the Cliffhanger Sports Bar and Restaurant. Thursday, I'm at the Angel of the Winds Casino. Saturday, Club Crow in Kashmir. I got some. Also, I'm in Washington on Friday. I'll post it. It's all at AdamHunter.com. And in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the following September 15th and 16th, I'm at Penguins Comedy Club. But anyway, thanks for listening. It's going to be a great podcast. Hope you guys are well. Take care. Hey, Phil Baroni, what's going on, man?
Who's this?
It's Adam Hunter.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. What's up?
I was just calling. You're on the MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. I'm just calling to say hello. Checking in on Phil Baroni. See what you're up to.
What Bonnar? Say hi to Bonnar.
Oh, Stephan Bonnar. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
How are you? You guys are looking good, man. I'm happy you guys are finally dating.
Who's this?
This is Adam Hunter. What's going on, man?
Not much. Who's this?
Adam Hunter, the comedian. Adam Hunter, MMA Roasted. We hung out. You did that video for me.
Oh yeah, the little guy.
Yeah, the little guy. Exactly. Yeah. The
little fat dude that's losing his hair.
The naturally little guy. The naturally little guy. So.
You got married to a hot wife before you went bald.
That's true. Barely. I'm fighting every day, man. Me and Propecia are we're fighting, man. So I see that.
On that shit. Should we ring? I'll text him my number. Hey, Propecia is bad for your libido and your wiener and all that.
I know.
On the sack, and with her, you really should put more effort into performing well than keeping your hair.
That's true. That's good. That's very true. That's very true. So Stephan, how'd that wrestling match go that you were in?
Oh my God, it was a fucking shit show. It was awesome though. I didn't know what I was doing. And at the time I thought, this is before I went to the wrestling gym and trained anything. So I just went in there and thought, okay, I'll just touch spar lightly with these guys, thinking I was being cool, but apparently no. I think I was being a dick. I was really rough, and then long story short, man, down to the last three guys, and I was on the one guy's back. He was standing up. I had the hooks in and the choke sunk in. And the other guy that I just roughed up and choked out woke up and shoved me really hard from behind. I took a headfirst dive on the cement floor over the top rope.
Oh, my God. So, like...
Yeah.
Did he know that you were really going to put him to sleep?
No. No, it was like something he did out of spite. He was angry. You know, at the time I didn't know. I was just like, oh man, you know, I should have fucking grabbed that rope in time. My bad. But like, everyone at the wrestling school is like, what the fuck, dude? That guy like shoved you maliciously. Like, you know how dangerous it is? Spilling over the top rope on the cement floor, fucking head first, could have broke your neck.
Oh my God.
It's like, oh really?
Are you going to do it again?
Time I go back, the guy wants to have me back on the show. He's gonna set up a tag team match with me and Baroni against that guy and his friend.
Oh,
and
no.
I can't wait. I play along, and when he least expects it, fucking liver shot. Send him in fetal position.
So, I mean, do you like the wrestling? Is it something that you're going to go into, like more?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's fun. And we're getting all these offers. Just got an offer for a USO tour. Fucking pays really well. Just got an offer to go down Guyana, down in Central America there. Pays really well. Yeah, they want us to call the action, then jump in and do a spot. And got an offer even next week to come by like an amateur MMA show. And for an intermission, do a little fucking pro wrestling exhibit. For like decent money, I could be in and out of there. They just want 5 minutes. You know?
Oh, that's awesome. Like, good for you, man.
In town. So I could go in and out in an hour. Fucking. Yeah, but I'm having fun with it, man. Baroni's the man. Like, his pro wrestling skills are great, so it makes it easy. Like, I just got to go in, I, like, kick people in the head and choke people, and Baroni does all the wrestling moves. We're a tag team.
I love it. I think you'd be great because you have such a playful energy. You're just like a giant kid. You know, so I would be like, this is perfect for you.
That's a good way to describe me.
Is your wife into it or no?
My wife?
Yeah.
But how is your wife? No, he said, is your wife into it? Like, she doesn't watch MMA or wrestling, and she could care less for either of them. But she's glad, like, I'm kind of doing something, you know. She knows I've been kind of stale and bored lately.
Good. Now, I know that Baroni was supposed to wrestle my friend Gina's brother, and the day of the match, he texts him saying, I don't lose, NYBA, because he refused to lose and didn't show up. Now, Phil, if they say you have to lose, are you going to lose?
What? Wait. Whose brother?
Gina Mazzani, her brother, Dave Mazzani. He was supposed to lose to him, and the day of the match, Phil doesn't show up, and he writes, NYBA, I don't lose.
No, right?
I beat him. I beat Dave Mazzani.
Yeah, correct him.
I was supposed to lose, but I just didn't let it happen. I easily picked that guy.
Oh, and you said no way?
No, I just went in a match and beat him up in the match.
Okay, but I'm saying, if they make you lose in pro wrestling, are you going to accept that or no?
No.
But that's the beauty of it. Like, we get in there, maybe we're supposed to lose, and then we're in there, and, I just decide to tap someone out. No one could stop me.
Yeah, but then people aren't going to want to work with you guys again.
So what? So what? It's a show. And plus, that'll really get us over in the whole wrestling world anyway. Who does that? Who does that sort of thing?
What's the name of your tag team?
The Real Shooters. Boom.
Come on, the Real Shooters?
The Real Shooters.
What about Banned Substance?
What's that?
What about calling yourselves Banned Substance?
Banned Substance. That's a good one.
I like
or
their
PED. I know it. And no, it's been fun because I've been fucking bored. I'll go to the gym. I don't have a reason to go, and now I have a reason to go lift weights. I did. I got a reason to go in I'm amazed, walking, I don't have to think, I'm not learning anything. It's not mentally stimulating. So now you just go in the MMA gym once a week, fuck around, go to the pro wrestling gym a few times a week, fuck around, and actually learn stuff and kind of get stimulated mentally, and that's good for you. It's good for anyone.
No, I think it's great, man.
I go to the weight room, and I got a reason to lift, and got Baroni here training me in the weight room as well.
How much strong I am?
Yeah, he put up 405 for 5 reps the other day.
Jeez.
140-pound dumbbells.
Fuck.
Yeah. And
you see how big my dick is?
I don't know. Me and Baroni are Eskimo brothers, and they haven't been really giving you good results, man. Not very good feedback. I'm just saying.
What he said?
You're Eskimo brother. I don't get it.
It means that you slept with the same girl. Baroni texted me one day going, "Hey, I hear you're dating what's his name? What's her name, right?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Great. I indirectly gave you crabs." I'm like, "Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man." Like,
I'm an asshole.
he's the biggest.
Gonorrhea, but whatever. It's gonorrhea, but
whatever. Gonorrhea, but whatever. No, man, I'm really happy for you guys. I really think you guys will kill it in the wrestling world, for real. Like, first of all, you guys are real.
Comedy.
What was that?
Hey, are we doing a podcast now?
Yes.
We are fraction successful as you. That's my goal. That's my goal.
Good.
That's good. All right. Bye-bye.
Yo, later, guys. Good. How are you, Hector?
Oh, fuck yeah, man. That's good. I will be, is it working out?
Yeah, now it's working. You were telling me before the last time, that you got a fight coming up December 16th?
Yeah, September 16th, the Facebook card.
Against Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, who's primarily a striker, good Muay Thai guy, he's got some good power. Are we concerned about him at all?
Nah, no, man. I'm happy for the fight, so I'm good.
Nice. Have you ever fought in Pittsburgh before?
No, never.
Oh, Pittsburgh fans are the worst. I like Pittsburgh, but their sports fans, they're insane. Well, more Philly, but they'll start. They're just crazy. They're just crazy. So, Hector, what are your thoughts about the whole Mayweather and McGregor thing?
It's good for Dana.
It's good for Dana, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for Floyd and it's good for Floyd and it's good for corner, making a lot of money.
Do you think Conor has any chance of winning?
I don't see so much, but yeah, who knows? Fight. Anything can happen.
But I mean, I want Conor to win. I like Conor, and he talks a great game. He is bigger than him, but I mean, the best boxers in the world couldn't hurt Floyd. How could Conor?
Exactly, I agree with you.
Who are you going to root for?
I'm always been rooting for Mayweather. All my friends know that. Kind of like, I don't know about this fight, because he's practically, I don't really have any interest. So
yeah,
I'm always winning, to be honest. I like Bonnar. I like Conor McGregor, and I like Floyd. So
right. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Now how's Yoel doing? I know you and Yoel are very close. How's he doing? How's he taking the loss against Whitaker?
Not close, Romero. I know. But I don't think that if you are a Christian, as you always preach that you are, don't they say in the Christianity, if somebody slap you, you should give the other cheek, and allow them to slap you from the other one. Crazy, huh?
Do you think Yoel should have planned it differently? I mean, did you obviously you thought he was going to win that fight. I thought he was going to win that fight too. Although I worried that if it got past 3 rounds, maybe he would gas. Do you think he should have paced himself a little better?
I mean, I told everybody about Whitaker. He, I know that kid for a long time, and I told everybody that Whitaker's not a joke. So don't take me lately, because there's a lot of people at the game that stop saying like, "Oh, it's gonna be easy for it's gonna be a KO quick." I'm like, yeah, you're right. For real. I know that since he was 15 years old, he used to fight for that promotion for the CFC promotion, and we picked him up from there, and he won a lot of fights, and I knew that he was going to be a champion at one point. So, I mean, I love Whitaker. Very humble kid. Stay true. To his wife, to his family, to his friends. What else can I say?
Right. What did you think of Bisping after the fight?
What do I think about Bisping?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I think about Bisping. I know he's a dickhead. I mean, so I was not impressed, on throwing the belt. But Whitaker did something that Bisping did it. He show up and he fought a guy that Bisping didn't want to fight. Let's face it, Bisping never want to fight Romero. First he brought up like, he was going to fight this fight against the 170 against DSP, and then he wanted to set up another fight with Woodley, and then finally he ended up getting injured somehow. I mean, come on. For real.
Now, do you think Bisping beats Whitaker?
Nah, no way. Nah, I gotta put my money on Whitaker always.
I like Bisping though. I mean, Bisping's a friend of mine. I think if you know him, he's a different guy.
Yeah. I mean, I know you like Bisping. I like you, and I had nothing against that. I mean,
yeah,
that's how it is.
Well, you know what it was? He came to my show. He was real nice. And then at the end of the show, he helped me put away chairs. I mean, there's a guy who's the champion of the world helped me put away chairs at this little bar. And I was like, man, this is a good guy right here. after he did that, I was like kind of sold on him. I'm like, you know.
Okay, you know, I mean, there's nothing about Nike burning a flag of the guy's country. I mean,
Right.
not because, you know, I really care about that, because, you know, to be honest, yeah, Cubans, they never freaking bang any shit for me anyways.
Right.
You know, Cubans, they never support me. And I'm gonna tell you, you know, a small story. When I was going to compete for the Bellator Championship, I went to the owner of the Materba, okay? And I asked him for a small sponsorship money, $3,000. And, you know, he was telling me, like, how much money he gives away. And he was telling me how much property he has. And he was telling me that, you know, he bought another factory, and, you know, he's selling, he's going through the roof. And, you know, he sponsored this actor that, you know, he gave it $3,000. And I said, listen, I don't want that much money. I just want you to support me $3,000. I'm going to put your logo all over my shirts. And, you know, the band is going to be packed with Cubans. So you definitely got to get your money back. He told me, like, I'm out of budget. But he was Cuban.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's Saturday. So, you know, I never had any support for any Cubans anyways. Whether it's, you know, a trainer, a fighter, or people in general, they don't really support me. They actually didn't support Romero either. You know, he was fighting. You got a guy who fighting for the World Championship of the world, and that place was empty. There was no Cuban. Can you imagine if that would have happened to Conor McGregor?
You know, I mean, Ireland comes out in support. I mean, do you think it's the Cuban government that doesn't support its people, or the Cuban businesses, or just the people in general?
Hey, listen, once you are to Cuba, this is a whole totally different ball game out here. Okay, you know, that's why you leave. That's why you leave Cuba, because you don't support, you know, what they do over there. So once you're here, you're supposed to support your Cuban family, your Cuban athletes, your Cuban people. You're supposed to support it.
So,
you know,
but I mean, is your gripe with the Cubans that are already in America that don't support like Romero and you?
I mean, to be honest, I never had any Cubans supporting me. To be honest, yeah. You can see, like, you know, Cubans writing all shit all over the internet, and, you know, I get comments like, hey, you know, I'm Cuban like him, I'm a Cuban myself, and I hate that guy.
Right. Yeah, that is strange. I mean, that's weird. How you would think that, you know, people that also defected from Cuba, that they would actually support other Cubans that are making it and doing really well. That is strange how Romero didn't have the support. And, you know, he's accomplished so much, not only in wrestling and fighting, and same with you, Hector. I mean, you made it to the pinnacle of the sport. I mean, you were the champion of Bellator, and in the UFC, you know, two out of three of your last fights with Magny and Henderson could have easily went your way. I mean, easily, if they would have stopped him on time. But
yeah, look, it is what it is. You know, I actually really pissed off. I really pissed off about, you know, the Cuban community. They don't get together, especially when, you know, an MMA fighter comes, and, you know, they try to support it. It's not about going up there and support the guy with the flag and, you know, screaming and get into a fight if it's possible for the guy that, you know, comes from the same country that you came from, you know, came from the same place that you struggled. You know, I'm saying, you know, how hard it is, you know, for an athlete like us to put out and put hard training in your body, put so many times of punishment, you know, so much time of punishment, you know, in your body, in your head, and stuff like that. And they can't even freaking support you financially, or even like they, you know, behind the computer.
that is weird.
It's okay.
No, you're right. I don't understand why they're not more supportive. It doesn't make any sense. What about the Cuban women? I mean, those are some hot women. Are they at least supportive? Like, I know you're a married guy now, but before.
There's nothing but over. I'm kind of not about the women, not about. And to be honest, I'm just kind of tapping into it. Because you might even be somebody with the Irish flag. First, we're gonna get kicked out of the UFC, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And second, people won't be able to leave that venue. Because the Irish, I have my friend. Okay, my friend is Irish, right?
Right.
And he never done MMA or he never done boxing. Okay. He is paying already $15,000 to go and support Conor McGregor in Vegas. He's gonna go to Vegas. He's gonna support Conor McGregor. And don't you ever talk bad about Conor McGregor, because he will get into a fight. Yeah. You don't see that with the Canadian population?
Yeah, that is. I don't understand. That is crazy. I mean, you would think that Cuban people would at least come to Vegas to support Romero. I was at the fight. I didn't see any Cuban people.
Trust me, man. Trust me. It's sad, but it's okay. Look, I love Whitaker, and it is what it is.
But they came. Australians came. There were a lot of Australians in that arena. A lot of them.
Exactly. Hey, listen. There is a reason why I always represent Australia. Okay, I love Australia. First, they gave me an opportunity to become a fighter. And they actually still supported me till today. Australians still support me through my whole career. They support my event when I used to have it in the CFC. And I love Australia, and I'm never gonna stop to love that country. So it's refreshing. So refreshing to have a country that really has your back there. I hope one day Cubans they change their mind and start to support their own athletes.
Do you think a lot of it is because the whole America and Cuba have been at arms for so long, or there's been such bad blood that
what that have to do with you supporting your own kind? What that have to do with you supporting your own guy?
No, I agree. I mean, I'm just saying it just. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You're right. It is. It's weird. It's strange.
It has nothing to do with America. It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with none of that. Simple. They're supposed to go up there and support. How many followers I have? How many Cuban followers I have? 0. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I write in English, because I know that I don't have any Cuban or Spanish supporters. So I don't care. I'm just writing in English, for my Australian people and Americans, because I don't know that I don't have any Cuban supporting me anyway. So, bad, brother.
That's crazy. That's weird. You're right. And there's the Cuban boxer is supposed to be pretty good too. A heavyweight boxer from Cuba. You never hear about him. What's his name? There's a guy right now, a heavyweight boxer. It's like top 5 in the world. You hear nothing about him.
Read the comments about Cuban boxers. You can see more comments, negative comments about the Cubans, their own people, against their own boxers, against their own kind, than anywhere else. Trust me, because I have my own comments, and it all come from Cubans. The negative ones, the bad ones, they all come from Cubans, and I'm a Cuban.
That is crazy. You know what? I'm sorry you got to deal with that. But look, you do have a lot of fans.
Sorry for America, to be honest, because I represent Australia. So I'm sorry for Romero that he had no country there behind him. I know for a fact that I have Australia behind me. So I'm good with that.
It does seem like the UFC was not really pushing Romero as much as they were pushing other guys. Because
at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers. At the end of the day, they know that Cubans don't gonna pay. They know that Cubans don't gotta put the money out of the pocket and pay for the guy. They know they don't gotta pay to go fly all over and go and support the guy. So there's no point.
Me and my girl are thinking about having our honeymoon in Cuba, but now based on this, I'm not going. I'm not going based on this conversation. So.
Yeah, don't go.
Nah, we were gonna go Havana.
deserve it. They don't. They you know, they need to change, man. They need to change. And I'm gonna be super loud. I'm gonna start talking super loud about it till I start seeing like these fuckers they start to change it.
Are you worried a little bit about the brushback? Because when we post this thing, it might get a lot of people angry at you from Cuba. Are you worried at all about people getting mad at you?
Okay, what about a guy that rip off the flag? Okay, what about a guy that rip off the flag and they do nothing about it? I haven't seen any comment yet. I haven't seen anybody saying anything yet. So they're gonna get mad at me because I'm saying the truth. They don't support us. It's a joke, man.
Yeah.
This is a joke. It's just a totally joke, honestly. And I gotta be very strong. I gotta be very strong talking about it.
You gotta be strong. You gotta deal with Anthony Smith on like December. That guy's hungry. He's hungry. He's looking for a knockout.
Yeah, exactly.
So that guy has nothing to lose. You know, he wants to beat you because he'll like go up in the rankings. Were you surprised? Exactly. Were you surprised, by the way, when Tim Boetsch knocked out Hendricks?
I was, but you know, I you know, after my fight I want to get that rematch, man, because I know that. So definitely after my fight with Anthony, I gotta get that fight. I want to get that fight back.
With Boetsch or Hendricks?
Yeah, Boetsch. I mean, I know I beat Anthony too, but you know, I 120% I beat Tim Boetsch. There's no way that guy did me wrong.
Yeah, that was a weird fight. That was a weird fight.
It was a weird fight.
This week, Gunnar Nelson's fighting Santiago Ponzinibbio. Who do you think's gonna win that fight?
Yeah. Definitely, I gotta go for my boy. You know, I can't go against my American team guy.
So how does he look, Ponzinibbio?
He looks good. You know, flashy and he's got a good movement. He's got a good boxing. Good, you know, he's been training hard for this fight, so I think he deserves the win. Eh?
By the way, I had Colby Covington on the podcast last week, who said that he beat up Woodley in practice so bad that Woodley sent him home from training. You train with both these guys. Who do you think wins that fight, Colby Covington or Tyron Woodley?
I mean, Colby's tough, man. You know, don't count him out. I mean, Colby's tough. You know, he's hungry and he wants to get it. He wants to get up there, and you know, he deserves it as well. You know, he works hard. And I like Colby. You know.
You think Woodley or Damian Maia wins?
I gotta go for Woodley in that fight. You know, that fucking Damian Maia. You know, man, that guy really ran for me so many times that I could have fight him. Especially when I was in the rankings, he always said, "No, I know about this guy."
But Maia want no piece of you?
Yeah, but you know, I'm definitely gonna go for Woodley. I went for Woodley in that fight.
I can't believe it. I never thought I would hear those words come out of your mouth. And I'm going for you know.
I'm telling you the truth. You know, even like whatever happens, you know, even like if I feel like this thing is gonna win the fight, if I feel that this thing he will be able to win the fight, I say how it is. I'm not gonna just be attached to my feelings. You know what I mean? I cannot be attached to my feelings. I have to be attached to the reality. I have to be attached to the reality, and I feel my reality is I feel that Willie will win that fight, and I feel that, you know, between Robbie Whittaker and this thing, Robbie's gonna get the win. Robbie Whittaker's gonna get the win. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Now the winner fights GSP. Do you think GSP's gonna come back?
Who, GSP and who?
Fights the winner of Maia versus Woodley, according to Dana.
Well, he would come back if Demi Maia wins the fight. But if Woodley wins the fight, you gotta stay home. Trust me, mark my words.
I think that GSP is a harder fight for Woodley than Maia is. No?
Nah, no way, bro.
Why is that?
What type of MMA you watching? What type of MMA?
Well, I just I have a feeling that
you got a guy who hits super hard, and he can knock you out, and it's hard to take down. Meanwhile, the only thing that Demi Maia has is BJJ, that his stand-up sucks, and he's getting older. I'm here with my physiotherapist.
Yeah.
They be looking at me like, dude, when you gonna finish that interview?
So do you want to finish it?
Yeah, man, because, my wife is here. You want to say hello?
Yes. Hey, Mrs. Lombard, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I see you in the
Just
pictures.
gonna steal my husband. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I see the pictures. You are a very beautiful lady.
Thank you very much.
So much, brother.
He's a very good-looking man. But I'm like, wow, Hector did very well for himself. So, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So, what's Hector like when the cameras aren't around?
Oh, he's a character. I can tell you that. There's never a dull moment.
Is he nice? Is he a gentleman? Is he sweet?
He's super nice. He could be a gentleman.
I'm like Donald Trump.
He's like a chameleon. He fits to the part for each play.
Right. He says he's like Donald Trump. I'm hoping he's not like Donald Trump, but so. Donald Trump. I mean, he seems like a kind of guy that should have been born back in the caveman era, Like
That's true. That's true.
Like he would have been a great Viking, But
oh, absolutely. Funny, I just said that the other day. So you're absolutely right. Well, I don't mean to cut you guys short, but
no worries. No, he's gonna do a physical therapy. I'm a big fan of both you guys, and thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, come get some cryo whenever you want.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
All right, you too.
Do you think you can send me this interview?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Hello, Angela Magana. It's Adam Hunter.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Do you want to do a podcast?
Sure. When?
Right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. What's up, people? It's Adam Hunter. I'm here with Angela Magana. How are you? What's going on? Where are you? You in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. I'm here in Puerto Rico. Just going to get ready to get in the shower and rinse off because I'm very hot and humid and sweaty here.
Nice. Now, you live by yourself in Puerto Rico?
With my daughter.
With your daughter.
Yeah.
Nice. And how's that go? So you're a single mom raising her in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. She's good. We had an interview. She got into the school that we wanted. So she's switching high schools this year. She's very happy. She's at the swimming pool that's right next to the ocean, right here in front of my house.
That's pretty good. Now, does she speak Spanish?
She's learning. Not as fast as I would like. Oh my God, not as fast as I would like.
Now, obviously, you've been in the news a lot since Cyborg punched you, and you decided. Now, are you going to sue her? Are you not going to sue her? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to sue her. I've said in the past, I do have medical bills that and I don't think I should be stuck with. So, she will definitely be having to pay those back.
So you're just going to sue her just for the medical?
Yeah, I don't think you can really sue for much else. Like, I'm not going to be like, that's all you can really sue for.
Right. So
I don't think you can sue for anything else. The lawyer, yeah, that's all you can sue for.
All right, so it's got to be, what, a couple $1,000s, if that, it can't be that expensive.
Yeah, nothing big. Not like I'm trying to get rich or anything. I should pay for.
Right.
I shouldn't have to pay for someone else's crime.
Right. So she came up to you. You didn't know she was. Did you know she was going to come up to you?
No, I had no idea because we were sitting I had seen her on Friday night. We were sitting on the bus, and it was literally like there's the aisle of the bus, and there's the seat next to you. She was sitting next to me the whole bus ride for like 30 minutes nearly, and she never said one thing. Never, it completely ignored me. Then we got off the bus, and it seemed like she gathered her friends up. They got out their phones, and she decided to come up to me and start her rant and her rave about me not respecting her.
Right.
Not rave, but her rant about me not respecting her. Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. It's like, why do you care if I respect you? Not like, well, what does it matter if I respect you? Why do you care? I don't give a fuck who respects me, honestly, because I don't care what anybody's opinion is.
Right. So she hit you with a right. You took it pretty well. I mean, was that the hardest you've ever been hit?
I don't know if I could say that. It was just so different in that moment because I wasn't ready for it. It's completely different than in the fight. Or like the thing is, I don't fucking fight in the street. I just don't do that. It's just not smart. It's just something you don't do, especially as a professional fighter. You don't do that. So it was completely unexpected, honestly. I mean, even though we were in each other's faces, I just expect people not to behave that way. Like Misha Tate, I saw her in Australia after she pulled me out, saying she wants to fight me at 125. And after I poked fun at her, we were in Australia, and I was with what's his name, Parampa, the coach for ATT. We were walking on the board on a boardwalk in Australia together, hanging out. And her and her girlfriend Brian walked up to me, and they had a conversation. I even smiled. She smiled back at me, and she didn't. I mean, like I've been around people who I've had Twitter base with before, and nothing was ever started because we know that maybe that's part of the game is shit talking, and that you can get in trouble if you fight outside the cage, outside the ring, outside the gym.
Right. So yeah, but Cyborg's a different animal. I mean, she's a beast. I mean, she's
simple.
I mean, she's really like. I mean, Cyborg.
And the thing is that I think is ridiculous about Cyborg is like this whole 145 division is completely screwed. Like the woman, like she should have done as Ronda did. Ronda took a bunch of 3 fights. She took them like back to back, and not for the money and for not what she should have been asking for. She took fights for lower money than she deserved, and she did it to build the division. She took one for the team to build the division, and she did an excellent job at it. And she kept fighting and even through everything that she did, like all that, how demanding Hollywood is and all of that, and to have a fighting career and to be a champion, to maintain that and have all those fights. Like Cyborg pulled out a fight saying that she couldn't fight, she couldn't make weight, she wasn't out of season. What is that? Like the only freaking fighter I know that goes into seasons are ones who use steroids. So it's like she made up all these excuses while talking shit and saying she couldn't make 145. That's why she couldn't fight for the belt, and then trying to call Ronda out at 140. Just I don't know why.
But you got to, but you do have to respect what Cyborg's done in the sport and who she is and what and how good of a fighter she is, right?
She's done a juice to the gills every time. Who has she fought that's worth a shit in the last 4 years? Honestly, she has fought nobody close to her weight. She has fought nobody like with her name. Now she's fighting fucking Tanya Evinger. Tanya Evinger can make 125. Anybody who can make 125 shouldn't fight somebody who can barely make 145. Seriously. Tanya Evinger's a great fighter at 135, at 125. Tanya Evinger is going to get her ass kicked at 145. She can't even. I don't even think she walks around that heavy.
I don't know. I like Tanya, and I hope Tanya wins. But
I love Tanya. She's a great fighter, but she's not ready to fight Cyborg at 145 fucking pounds. I'm sorry, that's not a fucking smart fight. Tanya took the money. I'm sure took the fight for the money to get her foot in the door with the UFC, and they used that to their advantage. Like, and the other girl that was supposed to fight her, I think that fight would have ruined her. I don't think she was ready to face the Cyborg. I think she needed to get a couple more fights before facing Cyborg.
Now, it seems like everybody in the world piled on you and they were talking all this shit about you. How have you dealt with that?
I didn't really pay attention to what they said. There's a few that I've paid attention to. But honestly, The Voice like, I know who I am and what I'm about, and you've met me in person, and we all know that the internet is not even a real fucking place. So for people to, like, take it serious, like what they see on TV and what they see on the internet, just shows the lack of intelligence in those people who, like Ben and Vera, who want to go off of what they see online.
Right. Now, I know that Tim Sylvia started with you. That was pretty funny. You and Tim. That
was funny. Like, that was funny. That was just comical to me. Like,
yeah.
Like, for me, that was funny.
Like,
and then Ben and Vera, he hasn't made headlines since, and how long since the UFC tried to hype him? Like, he used my name just to make headlines, to kick me out of a gym that he's not even a part of. Like people from the gym have addressed other people who have talked shit about me behind closed doors, other teammates. Like, why don't you say that to Angela's face? But they don't even address Brendan Vera. He's not even in the group chat for the fight team. Like, he's not even a part of Alliance. It was like he just had to jump on the bandwagon to be the cool guy. Hey, look at me, I hate her too. So, whatever.
Well, doesn't he?
He's not even around Alliance.
Isn't he the part owner though?
Yeah, but he's never there. He was never there. He was never there in the past either. Whenever I was even training there, we saw him barely. Which is cool. Like, he's in the later part of his career. He's fighting FC1, not as hard competition. You know, like, smart man, smart businessman. But he wasn't like a big coach, a big part of the team. Like, I saw him a handful of times. And like I said, he's not even part of the fighters group chat, like, from Alliance. And like, he doesn't really have anything to do with the fighters anymore, or anything really to do with Alliance, besides probably get the percentage of the business.
Are you still cool with, like, Rowdy?
But he was kind of weird guy anyways. He was odd. He was kind of scary. He was one of those guys that I felt like, I don't get intimidated, I mean, man, but I felt like I'd need a friend next to me hanging out with that guy. I don't know. He was a fucking weirdo.
Are you still cool with Rowdy Beck and Angela Hill and everybody?
Of course. I just messaged her right now, actually. You know what, I actually messaged her? I messaged her about another fighter. I don't even know if I can talk about this, about who she's asking for. And I'm like, kind of don't know if she should be asking for the fight she's asking for.
Why?
So we'll see. I'm waiting for it. I just don't think she's ready for it. I just don't think she's ready for it because the girl is huge. I don't even know if she can make 125, you know? And I think Beck should fight a smaller 125er.
Now, when are you fighting again?
I'm not too sure. I was supposed to be doing it at the end of summer, but things got switched up a bit. So hopefully soon. That's all I was trying to get for September. But maybe I can get the November card in Australia or before that.
But you're definitely still in the UFC.
No, me and Beck are still great friends. That's the thing is what people don't realize is we're friends. And what's online is completely, has nothing to do with our real lives as far as our friendship goes or as far as anything goes. And the thing with Kat, apparently Ray Elb all weekend was trying to get Kat to call her. And against advice, Kat decided to call. And he recorded the conversation and released it to the media. But she didn't even know that her shit was going to get out.
So you and Kat are cool or no?
No, she talked a bunch of shit about me, saying that I was like making passive aggressive remarks about her, and like all these weird accusations that I don't even. I was like, passive aggressive is not in my nature. Anybody who knows me or even follows me knows that I'm aggressive. If I don't like you, you're gonna know it. I'm not gonna make passive aggressive. I can't even do passive aggressive. It's not in me. It's like, so she just like made up these things, I guess, to jump on the cool kid bus too. I'm not even sure why she would, but I can tell you this: she smoked all my weed all weekend. Bitch, want to smoke all my weed and then talk shit about me?
Kat stole your weed?
Be cool, hang out with me, like be next to me, but you hang out in the room. Like, actually, I stored my weed in your room, and I used your ID to go get the room key to go get it, and now you want to talk a bunch of shit about me? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Obviously, she's jealous of me. All of you, the Alliance people, I heard that. Somebody told me she's jealous because all the Alliance people love you so much. I don't know if that's true, but I would guess that might be true because the fact that she was nice to my face, cool to my face, and then talk shit. So was that Kylan Kern. She smoked my weed too. She wanted to hang out with me too. And then she like give me a hug. She even came up to me and was like, "You want to fight me?" I was like, "Of course I want to fight you. That's a fight game. We're in the fight business." She laughed and I was funny, hugged me, hung out with me, and then talk shit fucking to the media later. As all these people are so fucking fake. They want to be so nice and cool and to my face, but then want to blab later when they're not to my face. Like, at least I fucking told Cyborg how I felt to her face. At least I'm the fucking same.
So did Kat and Kylan, you said that they smoked your weed, like you gave them your weed or they just stole your weed?
we all were smoking it together.
Right. Okay. So you were smoking them out.
Yeah. No, and I had a but, and it was in the room, you know, and it was stored in one of the rooms, in Kat's room. She just had it because we were in there. It ended up in there, and so I wanted to get it for the Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg dropped a freaking half-pound of weed on the stage, or a quarter-pound of weed on the stage for everybody, and they grabbed it, and lots of people were partaking.
Ah, got it. Snoop Dogg gave everyone a quarter-pound of weed. That's hilarious. All right, so
he dropped it on the stage, and everybody was grabbing it.
Now, obviously, we've seen your naked pictures. They got leaked. They got hacked.
I'm like the ones with the bong too. Me smoking using a bong, and the UFC people are like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, I can put those out there. It was leaked, but right next to it, you can see it's got a Colorado thing. I'm a medical cannabis patient, and it's recreational in Colorado. So
now, is anybody in Puerto Rico? Do they make fun of your daughter? And they're like, "Hey, I saw your mom naked on the internet" or anything?
No, and no, and the thing is, my daughter, I'm always naked around the house. I love being naked. She doesn't bother. She had people messaging her, telling her how much of a whore she was, and people like taking pictures, getting her pictures that they could find offline, like stalking her, and then telling me that my daughter's a whore. Like, and she had people messaging her, some Christian people telling her like how sorry they were and sending her Bible verses. And she had a lot of people try to hack into her stuff, like all kinds of crazy stuff for this. But my daughter, it's a great example of how dumb the masses are. You know, she just laughs at them with me.
Okay.
She sees how much I riled them up, and she just gives me a high five and says, "Get him, Mom." You know?
That's awesome. Now, how are you making money?
I have done really good sponsors, and I've got like after the custody battle, I was asking him for a lot less, and they literally I got quadruple what I used to ask him for. Once they started going off the guidelines, like the standard guidelines, I got child support, and it literally quadrupled. And I've invested in some real estate. I have a property in the States, and I have invested in another property here. And the gym that was given to me, that is a nonprofit. That's coming out of my pocket, actually. I in the pockets of the people, individuals who have invested. But that's just as we get the cement we build. The roof's about to go on it. But I've just taken a little bit of money. I'm just really smart. I have really low expenses. But you know how much my apartment is here now? It's $250 a month for the apartment, and electric and water is included. So when I build this gym, I'm going to build an apartment on top of it, and I'm also going to build another house on this other property I bought, and it's free. I'm not going to have to pay for the property tax. I don't pay for the property. And I don't pay any utilities, so I'll have free living.
Wow.
I'm just incredibly intelligent with my spending.
Sounds like it. Now, who are you training with in Puerto Rico to get you ready for your next fight?
Bearing Jiu-Jitsu. Well, the thing is, I had them out here like begging me to I just want to see your training camp out here and this and that. But the thing is, out here, MMA is not real big, so I would have to go one place for one discipline and another place for another, which is I'm building my own gym here, and I'm going to have a lot of people here. I have the number one boxing coach in all of Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto, Evangelista Cotto, that gym. Their head coach is the head coach for La Perla Boxing, who's been my head coach for the last year here. So I've been piecing it together, but I will be announcing soon. I've had lots of people reach out to me and say, "Hey, we know we appreciate you, what you do in the sport. You keep it fun, and we'd love to have you at our gym." So I've had a lot of big name people ask me to be at their gym. So I'm thinking I might stay more here on the East Coast now that I'm here in Puerto Rico, so that I can, do like a week there and then just fly home for the weekend if I need to, and then do a week there. Here in the summer, I'm gonna try it out hopefully soon when my daughter's out of school. I'm gonna try out and see what I like, see what gyms I like here on the East Coast, the offers that I've been getting, and see what I like, because it'll be a lot easier than San Diego, which takes me a whole day to get there, or a whole day to get. That's like 12 hours of flying from here. Some bullshit.
Are you dating anyone?
2 hours. I don't talk about that kind of shit.
Oh, come on. You talk about everything else.
We've
seen your vagina on the internet, but you won't talk if you're dating anyone? Come on. What is this?
No, I'm not. I don't really like, if I was dating somebody, nobody would know, to be honest, but no.
So you and Rowdy Beck never hooked up? Never once? Never got drunk in Mexico?
I can never tell you about that.
What?
I can never speak about that.
So you have hooked up with her?
I cannot. confirm nor deny.
Oh, come on. This is such bullshit.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
All right.
Sorry, Adam.
No worries.
How about you? How have you been? I know nothing about you.
I got married. I got married like 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations. Did you guys go on a honeymoon or anything?
We're going to go to Thailand in December.
Where?
I think we're going to Phuket. Right?
Phuket. Yeah, you're going to fly to Bangkok and then go. I would spend a couple of days in Bangkok, then go to Phuket. You get to fly to Bangkok anyway.
So we're going there in December. I met the woman of my dreams, which is great. And then just doing comedy, pitching TV shows. I'm in Florida right now. I was in Vegas last week, going to Phoenix. Just, I'm the traveling comedian, but I'm trying to sell TV shows. But it's good. We got 3 cats and a dog, and I met a great girl.
Congratulations. So is she? But she can handle your lifestyle of moving, and she's not jealous. And she understands
she's not jealous. Sometimes she's just like, "When are you coming home?" Like she gets lonely.
Oh yeah, because she misses you. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
you can't miss somebody who's always there. It's good to be able to miss them.
That's true. That's the hardest part. Is she's cool. Like when I'm home, she's cool with me going away. But then when I'm away, she's like, I get a lot of I miss yous. Like, and then I'm like, and then I feel bad. And then she gets stuck with the animal.
But she knew that's how it was. When she got with you. So she can miss you, but she can't really get upset about it and try to change it. It's probably, it's like you get more successful, it's going to become more and more. So she's got to be able to support you.
Yeah. So that's the only.
It's hard.
That's really the only thing we have. But we have great sex. She's way hornier than I am, so that's good.
Good.
So yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You need that.
Which is good.
Good for you. Good. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I owe it all to you. Because if it wasn't for girls like you, I wouldn't want to settle down. So.
You are very welcome. Like I've said this before, I'm not the woman your mom told you about. Her imagination's not that good. So.
See, I think you're misunderstood. I honestly do. I think you're a nice person, and you got a good heart. I just think that you like to fuck around too much on the internet. And
just the thing is it's too much fun and it's too easy. Like I literally, come on, I'm the hottest girl on the UFC roster. Like you guys really don't think I'm not sitting here laughing because I'm fucking writing this shit?
Of course.
Like, come on. And people really take me serious. Like they really believe that I really think I'm the hottest chick on the UFC roster.
You may have the best butt. You may have the best butt. You may have the best butt.
No, yeah, I have the best. I'm going for best body for my next weigh-in. I'm going to go for the best body in the UFC.
Well, you may have to get implants for that. You may have to get implants. You don't have implants, right? Those are real. No?
I want to get.
You want to get implants?
I don't know. I have nothing before.
Keep them natural. Keep them natural. You don't need them.
Okay.
I
have little.
I mean, if your ex-husband's paying 3 times the child support, and all of a sudden you got these big fake titties, he's not going to be happy.
That would motivate me. I'd be like, I would take a picture and it was the most push-up bra I could and say thank you. And I got $35,000 in back child support too. Don't let me forget to mention that too.
Oh, wow.
All because he saw me on TV and thought that he could fight this war. He's such an idiot. God, he's such an idiot.
You're definitely the poster girl for pulling out. So.
Hey, but the thing is, I never asked for any of this. He saw me on TV on Tough and started it all.
Oh, that's true.
I was cool. I stayed in the same town because I felt like the best thing for my daughter was to have mommy and daddy there. When I had offers around the whole world to move, so I stayed and I sacrificed for 12 years and stayed there and thought that because it was the best for my daughter and was cool. You can see her whenever you want. You don't have to pay. You can pay whatever you want. I was totally cool. Never did anything. He's the one that started the court battle and fucked himself royally. 4 times as much and $35,000 in back child support. And all I did was defend myself. I never started this fight. So you be very careful. Let that be a testament because I was cool, but most bitches are not that cool. And then you can also just don't get greedy either. Just fuck yourself.
Well, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. And you know what? You're right. You're right. The guy came to you and he picked the fight and lost. So
Yep.
So
he shouldn't have even done it. It was all good before, but.
Now, have you thought about?
He saw the UFC. He saw the Tough, and he honestly thought he was going to pay less child support because he thought I was making like hundreds and thousands of dollars. He thought that's why he started it. I believe that was his motivation, honestly. And
now,
he was jealous.
Have you thought about dropping the Cyborg case? Because if you do drop it, Like, I mean, how much really was it? I mean, how much did she knock out a tooth? It was a busted lip, right?
No, she didn't knock out a tooth, but actually, I can't talk about the injuries or anything. Like, my lawyer told me not to talk about any of the injury, any details about that part, so I apologize, Adam.
I hear you. Have you thought about challenging her to a grappling match at a catch weight?
Yeah, I don't even give a fuck about the weight class. Well, maybe I should. I'll make her weigh 140.
Right.
I can't even fucking make 140 anymore. I can make 140. I've gotten real skinny lately for some reason.
Well, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I could probably make 140.
Well, listen, Magana.
What?
I said cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hey, wait. The thing is, did you wait? I have. Yeah. I did just drink a bunch of coffee. But hey, so what? I don't understand. You just called me out of the blue.
Yeah, basically what happened was Hector Lombard hit me up, and he's like, I want to do a podcast. I want to talk about Cubans not supporting Cubans. So I said, okay. But I'm on the road. I'm in Florida, so I have nobody in studio. So then we did a podcast, but it was only 25 minutes because he had to go to physical therapy. And I don't want to release a 25-minute podcast. So I was like, all right, you know what I'll do?
Oh.
I'm like, I'll just get other fighters. So I call Phil Baroni and Stephan Bonnar. They were together training. But then Bonnar hung up once he found out he was on a podcast. So I'm like, I gotta fill in. I'm like, I gotta fill in the rest of this hour. So I'm like, I'll call Magana, see how she's doing. So that.
Yeah, you're lucky you called me, and it said private number. And I used to have answered those, but I've been having a lot of having to deal with a lot of shit lately that I don't even normally deal with. So I've been answering odd numbers, which I never really. I usually don't even answer my freaking phone. I'm never around it. I don't turn it on. It's for my convenience. But you just happen to catch me with it in my hand. It was meant to be.
Well, thank you for being on the show. I'm a fan. I'm a friend. I don't care what anybody else says. I think you're misunderstood.
Oh, I know.
I just try to judge people on personal experience, and personally, you've been nothing but a sweetheart to me. So that's
yeah. And the most people should go off of personal experience. If you make an emotional investment in somebody you've never even met in your life, shows the amount of intelligence that you have.
Right. That's very true.
The masses are asses.
I like that. The masses are asses. That's great. I like that. Well, good luck. Can't wait to see you back in the octagon fighting. You versus Kylan Kern would be a really fun fight. I like that fight.
Hey, did she fight? Oh no, she fights soon, right?
I don't know. Does she?
I think she fights soon.
But
I don't know. I think if she would have fought, I probably would have known. But yeah, hopefully she doesn't lose her fight, so we can fight. Because I think if she loses, maybe she'll get cut. I don't know.
Yeah, that might happen. That might happen. Well, cool. Well, have a good weekend, and thanks, Magana.
Thanks. You're welcome. Have fun.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, is Don Fry there?
No, he doesn't have this telephone number anymore for more than a year.
Oh, okay. Are you a fan of his?